Everything you need to know about FTC, COPPA, and why you should not worry about the new rules. Whether or not you have an army of 9-year-olds, be warned. Buried in the lengthy $170 million settlement between the FTC and YouTube, dispensed due to the world's largest video sharing site's violation of kids' data privacy law, COPPA, are required changes to the platform and details on how advertising on YouTube will work moving forward. These changes will affect thousands of YouTube creators who are completely unaware the vast majority of their advertising revenue could disappear in less than 10 weeks. Today, we will be talking about all the stuff going on with the FTC COPPA and the new rules. At the end of the video, we will talk about why you should not worry about these rules, so stick with us till the end. Welcome to Limitless. We bring you some of the most mind-blowing videos on various topics, from science to entertainment. If it is interesting, we've got it covered. Let's talk about what COPPA is and what it's got to do with you. COPPA is a 1998 U.S. law that restricts operators of websites and online services from collecting the personal information of under 13-year-old users without parental permission. Its original goal was to prevent kids from giving out their names, addresses, phone numbers, and other data online that could put them in danger from online predators. However, in 2013, the FTC amended COPPA, broadening the scope to expand the definition of operators to include creators who publish on ad-assisted platforms like YouTube, and to expand the definition of personal information to include persistent identifiers, such as web cookies, which advertisers rely on to run ads matched to an appropriate audience, colloquially known as targeted ads or personalized ads. For 6 years, this amendment was never enforced against YouTube creators. However, as part of the aforementioned settlement with YouTube, the FTC has stated that they intend to start enforcing the regulations on creators individually. In practice, that means as of January 1st, 2020, all content creators will have to designate whether or not each of their videos is directed to children, aka kid-directed, by checking a box during the upload process. Checking that box will prevent the video from running personalized ads. Newly uploaded videos aren't the only ones creators will have to categorize. Per the FTC's current settlement, every single video on every single channel must be categorized, including all previously uploaded videos. That amounts to millions of hours of content which must be manually reviewed by tens of thousands of creators to see if their content meets a number of factors that would make it made for kids. YouTube has notified creators about the impending changes and published preliminary information about it on a YouTube support forum. But plenty of individuals and organizations are still unclear about the broad strokes and idiosyncrasies of the new protocols. So what exactly does "made for kids" mean? Kid-directed might seem self-explanatory at first. If you're thinking about Baby Shark or the latest Ryan's World video, but it's a frustratingly vague term. Plenty of adult creators make content that could, by someone, somewhere, be designated as appealing to kids, even if the creators didn't intend for kids to watch it. The exact definition of kid-directed is entirely based on the discretion of the FTC and is determined by evaluating the given video against 10 factors, including the subject matter of the site or service, the video's visual content, the videos of animated characters or child-oriented activities and incentives, music or other audio content in the video, age of models featured in the video, presence of child celebrities or celebrities who appeal to children in the video, language or other characteristics of the website or online service, and whether advertising promoting or appearing on the website or online service is directed at children. What's more, is the FTC wants to expand the above criteria to also encompass child-attractive content, which would even more broadly include anything that children might be interested in. Consider anything from toy reviews or any form of cartoon or animated programming to Draw My Life videos or Minecraft Let's Plays. The bottom line is, if you make content that is intended for teens or adults, but also contains elements from the FTC's list of 10 factors that appeal to kids under 13, you're in danger of being demonetized and penalized starting the beginning of the new year.
So if content creators are not sincere or forthcoming with YouTube and designating content as being directed to children, there will be consequences for them. We also think that YouTube has strong incentives to police its platform, both to avoid future enforcement actions by the FTC, but also because it's offering this platform to content creators. And if the FTC is bringing independent piecemeal actions against content creators for violating COPPA, that may discourage content creators from posting content on YouTube. So the analogy that I think of, imperfect, is the expression about shooting fish in a barrel. And YouTube is the barrel, and the content creators are the fish. And so it's a place where this content is centralized, and essentially it's easy for us to find.
You might be thinking, why does personalized marketing make up so much of creators' ad revenue? On YouTube, advertisers can choose to whom their ads are shown to make sure those ads are matched to a relevant audience. When an advertiser uses YouTube's back-end marketing customization tools to target a specific demographic for its ads, two things happen. Number one, the ad ideally gets put in front of more people who might actually want to buy the product, based on their personal data, viewing history, browsing activities, and more. Two, in exchange for that targeted service, the advertiser pays YouTube more to run the ad. That means creators with videos that run personalized ads take home more revenue than they would if non-targeted ads ran against their content. Let's talk about how drastically will creator income be impacted by the new rules. By our assessment, very drastically. We asked creators to go into Creator Studio and disable personalized ads, also called interest-based ads, under the Advanced tab for a few days. Based on our initial testing, a video not running personalized ads sees a loss in revenue somewhere between 60% to 90%. So, if a video on a given channel could generate $100 in revenue for a creator right now with personalized ads running, categorizing the video as directed to children and therefore removing the personalized ads would mean the video's revenue would drop to somewhere between $10 and $40. Facing a loss that large might be enough to make some creators consider not checking the Made for Kids box even if they make videos for kids. But consequences for that are stiff. If the FTC decides an uploaded video is kid-directed, but sees it is not marketed as kid-directed, the creator could face a fine of over $42,000 per video. That financial liability is enough to bankrupt most creators. YouTube also plans to use machine learning to implement a system that will find kid-directed videos and identify them as such, even if the creators didn't check the box. Why is the FTC bringing creators into this? This enforcement action isn't happening to protect kids from all ads. Nickelodeon and the Disney Channel run content-based ads all day long while abiding by the Children's Television Act. It's happening to protect kids from a perceived threat from personalized ads and the data collection inherent in the distribution of those ads. The FTC believes that creators running personalized ads poses a privacy risk to kids, despite the fact that the creators themselves have no access to data about individual viewers. The FTC assumes that banning personalized ads on any content kids enjoy is in a child's best interests. It doesn't see the unintended consequences for creators who, in some cases, rely almost entirely on personalized ads to make their livelihoods. Without revenue from personalized ads, creators could be forced to stop making quality, kid-friendly content. That will only hurt kids and parents who depend on free, ad-supported entertainment. Meanwhile, the FTC's privacy concern already has an available solution. parents concerned about privacy issues can let their children watch YouTube via the free YouTube Kids app, which has never and will never run targeted advertising without the FTC needing to disrupt YouTube's main platform. That's a choice easily available to every parent. The FTC should not be punishing creators for the fact that parents choose to let their kids watch YouTube instead of YouTube Kids. So why should you not worry about these new rules? Okay, so the FTC released the article detailing more stuff about COPPA, so we really suggest you read it. The link to it is in the description, and it's from the FTC, so this is not fake and we are not trying to spread false hope. So, in this article, there are about 3 things that really stand out to us. We are going to put pictures of the actual text on the screen so you can see it. So first is that the FTC will determine whether your channel's for kids or not. Take a look at the last one. This is not the one that YouTube included in its announcement. Competent and reliable empirical evidence about the age of the audience. This is very interesting because if you look at the YouTube analytics that you can get on the YouTube Studio, if you check your analytics, there is an age analytic that they show you in the audience section. So if you look at our analytics, 58% of our audience is ages 18 to 24. It's YouTube itself, through its algorithms, is telling us through its gathered information that 58% of our audience is 18 to 24. And a mere 6% is 13 to 17. And according to YouTube, that leaves no room for children. YouTube doesn't include children in these analytics because kids aren't supposed to be on the youtube.com website. But still, if you see 58% of our audience is 18 to 24 and 30% between 25 to 34, it means you have 88% of your audience between the ages of 18 to 34. Let's assume that 5% with the ages above 35 are actually children with the age less than 13 years old. That still means 95% of your audience is not children, which means your videos are not intended for kids. That pretty much shows that your channel is in the clear. How? We'll get into that in a minute. Second thing we see is that the FTC article goes on to explain that just because your video uses bright colors or animated characters doesn't mean that you're automatically covered by COPPA. While many of the animated shows are directed to kids, and the FTC also recognizes that there may be animated programming that appeals to everyone. So if you're a person having an animation channel and you don't mean to have a kid audience, in that case you're good. You don't have to mark your channels for kids because they recognize that there is animation or animated programming that appeals to everyone. The third thing the FTC says in that article is that your content isn't considered directed to children just because some children may see it. Under COPPA, there is no one-size-fits-all answer about what makes a site directed to children, but we can offer some guidance. To be clear, your content isn't considered directed to children just because some children may see it. However, if your intended audience is kids under 13, you're covered by COPPA and have to honor the rules requirements. So what this is saying is that even if some kids are watching your videos, that does not affect your channel because your intended audience is the biggest factor. Do you intend your channel to be just for kids? Probably not, and if you don't, you're clear. Of course, making kids songs and marking your video as not made for kids, you will get penalized, so stay smart. Do you have any mind-boggling questions that you would like answered? If yes, tell us in the comments section below and we will try to answer the most liked questions in our next videos. Or perhaps you've learned something new or interesting from this video. Then subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified on such awesome videos regularly.